Do you think he crossed the line?
I mean, so I can see some people being bothered by it for sure. I mean, yes, he definitely crossed a lot of lines for sure. I don't think he's anything like, you know, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. It always depends on who's making the charge of like who wants to cancel him? Like, do white people want to cancel him? Yeah, that's not really a thing.
Yeah. I
You know what I
wasn't
mean? Like,
saying either way,
even
you know.
British people can't cancel that. You know what I mean? Like, no, you can't. Like, who wants to cancel that?
Yeah, so I mean, he definitely had people in the comments are saying off the rails, and other people are saying, isn't that a comedian's job that we just laugh at the lines? And yeah, I think just from a comedian perspective, us being comedians, I think funny, as long as it's funny, I think people can say whatever they want on stage as long as it's funny. And clearly, Akaash is seasoned enough to make a situation like this funny. But what I
Yes.
hope is that young comics don't see this and
Yeah.
assume that just because they're at an open mic at a coffee shop at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday heckling the barista, like, just because someone at a show isn't laughing doesn't then give you the right or the skill set to be able
Yeah.
to comedically yell at this person. Akash can pull it off, but I just don't want a younger comic to see this and be like, "Oh, that's me now. I'm the yelling comic. I'm going viral on TikTok with 7 minutes of jokes that 3 of them are actually funny that I stole off memes from Reddit." Like, I'm cool with Akash doing this because he can pull it off. And
Yes.
what
No,
he
no.
did was funny. But I just
Yes.
don't want younger comics to see this and then think, oh, well, that's what comedy is now.
Yeah. No, that's a really good point, and it needs to be said and understood that a seasoned comedian doesn't get people disturbing him in the front of the show. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't happen at shows, like, where someone in the front is literally looking at their phone. Like, that's a that person problem. Like,
Yeah.
Akasha's funny enough to be like, have a good show, even if you're not laughing at all the jokes. There's some stuff you're gonna laugh at. You know what I mean? Because obviously the crowd was into it, but you
Yes.
could just tell this guy was just not into it at all.
And he
Like,
was
but
like that the whole show. Like, it wasn't just with
oh,
Akash. And Akash waited till the end of his set. It said 45 minutes in, like, he basically did his headliner set and then went in on this guy. So he was still professional enough to do
yeah,
his show, gave the
yep,
people what they paid to see, and then went in on this guy. He didn't derail the whole show and was
yeah,
just like, it's all about this guy now. He did his set
right,
and then had fun with this guy in the
yeah,
situation.
yes. I think that's important. You know what I mean? Like, that's an important factor to like figure out, hey, this is not, I'm gonna at least do the thing that I got paid for, and then
Yes.
do the thing that I feel afterwards. Because
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing, those people could have left, but they stayed for
Yeah.
it.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of the times, I don't know if this guy is an example of this, but the majority of people, like, if you go to a show and someone's just sitting there the whole time staring at you, a lot of the times, those are the people that come up to you afterwards and are like, wow, that was amazing. Thank you so much. I needed that. Like, so many times I've had that happen.
You know, that is so true. I think sometimes we forget that people sometimes
Yes, sometimes.
haven't been trained on how to laugh exteriorly. You know what I mean? Like, we need you to laugh on the outside. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
don't laugh on the inside. We need an outside voice laugh. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
Mhm.
just don't know, or they like think it's not okay to laugh, or like they're just like, I don't know, they're playing a part or whatever it may be. That's a really good point. I've seen people who literally did this the whole show and then came back to me after the show. Man, that joke about your dad, it was freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
But you didn't laugh though.
Yeah, exactly. And this guy in the Akash video was, it seemed like he was a little condescending.
Oh, for sure.
And
Yeah,
like, so
right
he
from the
was
get-go.
he was egging it on. He was an exception to this that we're talking
Yeah,
about, but
that little reading line, not okay.
yeah, no,
I
no, no.
mean, especially for like the feature, because the feature isn't going to go in on you because that's not his job.
Yeah,
But if
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it went in on somebody like that, the headliner would have a problem with that because you're like taken away from the show itself, and then you're losing your time on your feature set. But yeah, that's yeah, he was egging it on.
Yes. So that's a good consensus there that comics watch this and learn from how we handled it, but then don't go think you can just go yell at an audience member for not laughing and it's gonna kill.
Absolutely nuts.
Some
I've seen people